So this past weekend, I also went to my nearest Valley Village because I wanted to find an old TV that would just play my classic Nintendo and my Sega Genesis, which I got. As you can see here, I'm playing one of my favorite games. The TV's not big, but for what I need it for, it's perfect, and it has such a really nice picture. Like I said, I got Turtles 2 loaded in here. I'm going to pick my boy Raphael, and just for $5, I got this awesome TV that I really wanted to get. I had a smaller one, but this one is a lot bigger than the one I have. So I'm very happy that I found this for $5. And like I said, it's beautiful. For a TV that has been around since the early 90s, you can tell how much the quality has changed throughout the years. Where we have TVs that last so many years, in the past compared to now, which is, you're lucky if you get 4 or 5 years out of it. Hey everyone, this is Mr. Classic Danny, and I'm here with an all-new haul video for you guys. As you know, I was on vacation last week. It was a great vacation, just not what I really expected it to be, but it turned out to be fun. We went and did a lot of things, and for a week that should have been relaxing, it was actually very, very tiring since I was driving so many places. But you know what? It was fun, and I'm going to be going on vacation soon anyway. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what I got these past few weeks. 2 weeks have passed since my last video. While I was on vacation, I didn't find as many things as I would have if I had, a normal day kind of fine. Since I was so busy, I didn't get out to any stores very much. I kind of picked and chose a few things during that week, but now that I'm finally back and I'm back to what I'm doing and, back to showing my love for my hobbies, I can finally show you guys some awesome, cool collectibles that I've got. And like I said, this was a combination of both weeks. I found a lot of cool things this past week that, I'm going to show you guys. And, I hope you guys are excited because I'm excited to show you. So, let's start with today's episode. So, this past week, I been collecting more Final Fantasy stuff, and I picked up a cool figurines. They're from I believe it's how you pronounce it, Dissidia. I think it's Dissidia. Dissidia Final Fantasy figurines. You can get these guys at EB Games. Each of them costs $9, and it's really cool because you have a choice of 5 different characters, and of course, I was constantly looking to find myself Cloud, but I never found a Cloud. These are mystery packs, so the really cool thing is you find there's 5 characters of Final Fantasy. There's Cloud, there's Squall, I don't know how you pronounce that, Tribal, Tidus, and Lightning. And the cool thing is you also have, I'll show you right there, the characters in color, and then there's like a kind of crystal looking mock-up of those characters, and I'm going to show you which ones I got. I got one extra in my pack. So I got Lightning. For little figures from Square Enix, they're actually really cool. They could be really good for using on a chessboard. I have a chessboard that I got, a wooden chessboard. That's, if I had more of these, like different characters, it would be really cool to use. But, so I got an extra of Lightning. So, 2 for the price of 1 kind of thing. I wish it was a Cloud, since, Cloud's my favorite character, but it's really cool to have that. And then I also have the clear crystal version of Lightning, which is pretty cool. Same figure, just, see-through. Kind of like a variant copy. Next up, I think this is how you pronounce it, Zidane, I think that's how you pronounce it, Zidane from Final Fantasy IX. This one's actually really cool. I don't know anything about Final Fantasy IX, but I've never played the game, and I don't know about the characters, but I like this design. I love how he's like part animal, I guess, since he has a tail. It reminds me of Goku. But I got him in his color form, and I also have him as a see-through. My favorite are the ones with color, of course, but the see-through ones are pretty cool too. I like to see the detail of the colors. I think they just match better. And I also got Titus, or Titus? Yeah, Titus, from Final Fantasy X, I believe. Yep, from Final Fantasy X. So I got him in his astral form. I wish I had him in the color form, but I don't have him. I bought a whole bunch of these. The guys at EB Games were very excited because they wanted to know which ones I got. So I opened all of them in store with my friends. So I gave them kind of cool thing. Next up, since I got those out of the way, might as well show you the 2 pop figures that my best friend Yanni got for me. I love this guy. This guy always gets me these pop figures. I was busy on my vacation, so I didn't get a chance to go to Hot Topic to get any of the Comic-Con exclusives. So he picked me up one from AAA Anime, which is a distribution company, and the other one is a Hot Topic exclusive from the SCD. So it's a Comic-Con summer convention exclusive. So first up, I'm going to show you the one that's, I'm going to say the one I love the most for last. I got me Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, Gotenks. I can't believe I forgot that, because Gotenks is one of my favorite characters. Of course, it's Goten and Trunks merged together, and Super Saiyan 3 is my favorite form of Super Saiyan. And I really like this pop figure because the detail, I love his hair. I like the way that it's formed, the position of what he's doing. It's just such a cool figure. And adds another one to my awesome collection of Dragon Ball Z Pops. Like I said, I don't have all the Dragon Ball Z Pops, and I'm just collecting my absolute favorite ones. So Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks was one of those that I really needed to get. Next up is the one I wanted the most, and it's from one of my favorite shows ever, and it's Evangelion Asuka. So this one was one that came out with the Hot Topic exclusives. And my best friend was there early in the morning to pick up his, and he also picked up a copy for me. Very happy he did, because I have a feeling that this is going to be worth a lot of money coming down the line. And it's so far it's the only Evangelion pop figure. And the thing I really like about this is it has the sticker for it right there that says it's an official licensed product, and of course it's Funko licensed, but having that sticker of it being officially licensed by the Evangelion branding is really cool, and it's going to be one of those pop figures, like I said, that's going to be worth a lot of money later. You're going to see it show up at every convention, and the price of it is just going to be through the roof. So I'm very happy I got it. Next up, might as well show you these guys. So there was a few amiibo releases this past week, this Friday, and I was lucky to find 2 of them. There's one that I'm missing that I don't even think it released here in London, because I haven't seen it at all. And I'll show you the ones I got, and I'll talk about the one that I don't have. First up is the Pokemon Trainer. Now you guys know I'm a huge amiibo collector. I have almost every amiibo possible on this awesome display behind me. You guys can't see it, of course, it's not in the frame, but it is one of my favorite collector's items to own. I'm a huge Nintendo fan, so everything you see in my museum is either Sega or Nintendo licensed. And you know, it's one of those things where I grew up with Nintendo. I love it so much, and amiibos are just such crazy idea. And you know, it's one of those things where a lot of people didn't think at first that these things were going to be popular. They were kind of written off as a joke, but now they're one of the highly most collectible figures that you can get out there. And the cool thing is that you know, you can use it for games, or you can just use it and put it on your shelf like I do. But yeah, so I got Pokemon Trainer, which is the one that released this week, and also the other one that released is Pichu. Now I love Pichu, so I never played him in Smash, but I love the character anyway. But yeah, Pichu was the other release this past Friday, so I made sure I went to EB Games. And the really cool thing about EB Games now, with the amiibos, is they're not allowing people to pre-order anymore. It's a first come first serve kind of thing, and you know Nintendo ships them right on that day. So you know you're not gonna go and wake up early and go to EB Games and right when they open they're gonna have a whole shipment. You gotta wait a little bit later in the day for them to get the shipment, which I think is really cool because even though I'm there early, I always had the trouble of you know going to places and it not being there. So I was very happy when they told me that now it's completely different with the way they released them, and I just think it's easier for people to get it. You know, it's not people can't just go in and pre-order these amiibos and have you know 2 and you know they're good to go. No, now it's a first come first serve, which I think is the best thing. Next up, these were pretty rare to find. It's one of my favorite animated movies. It's computer animated movies, and it was one of the first computer animated movies that I fell in love with. And yes, it is Final Fantasy themed. And if you guys know it, sorry, I'm just tired. Sorry about that. I've been holding that one in for a while. And it is Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within. Now, if you guys remember Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within, it's a completely different Final Fantasy. It really doesn't connect with the video games, though I think for me, if it would have been turned into a game, I think the story is awesome for the movie, and I really love it. A lot of people say it's pretty dated in the computer animation side, but I don't think so. I think it still holds up pretty good, especially on Blu-ray. But yeah, I found these at a thrift store called Yardigans, and it's a place that my father introduced me to. I never knew it existed, and I went there one day on this past Friday, and then all of a sudden I saw these 2 figures. These are very highly collectible and very expensive figures online, and I found them for $15 each. I found 2. This one is Neil Fleming, which is one of the side characters. I was really hoping I could find Aki Ross. Oh, jeez, I can't believe I'm so tired. Or Gray Edwards, sorry. But you know, having 2 out of the set is pretty cool anyway. And yeah, so I got Neil Fleming, and I also got. Put those up. I don't want to get damaged. One of the Phantoms. Now this one is in better condition than Neil, but it's still pretty rare because I've never seen one out in the wild, and I'm so happy that I got it. And these figures are so amazingly detailed, and of course these were by Bandai. Bandai used to do most of the Final Fantasy figures before Square Enix kind of took over. But yeah, these are very expensive on eBay, and I'm very happy that I found it. So far the condition is not too bad. You know, they're very old figures already. I kind of cleaned it up, especially on the plastic, so I took all the sticky residue, which, if you guys are wondering what is a really good thing to take out sticky, you know, stickers and stuff on your game cases or on figures and such, is getting a high percentage of alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and Q-tips mostly work best. And you just soak the Q-tip, you rub it on top for a little while, and it starts to eat the stickiness, and it will take it out eventually. You don't have to put so much pressure into it. Just, you know, maybe 2 coats of it and you're good, and then you just wipe it off after with a towel. But yeah, that's a thing that I use for everything that I buy, especially because I buy a lot of thrift store items. So yeah, very happy I got these. Like I said, one of my favorite movies of all time, and these are going to look so nice up in my collection. Alright, next up, let's talk about movies. So, I found a lot of movies this past week at a couple of locations, a couple of Valley Villages, hit Talese. Talese had a lot of them. And I'm going to show you guys. It's late, guys. I'm tired. I want to get this video done for you so that tomorrow I can actually enjoy my day, maybe play some games. So if I'm making you guys tired, I'm so sorry. I got up very early for work today. But the first movie I'm going to show you guys that I got is the Mobile Suit Gundam 00, well, double O, I have to say, Awakening of the Trailblazer. This is another awesome series of Gundam. What's funny is I bought the DVD, and I just found out that I have the Blu-ray copy of this movie. So I have a Blu-ray and DVD copy, but, you know, it's cool because anything that I find anime is amazing, because anime is very expensive. If you're an anime connoisseur like I am, you know, you want to make sure you're able to find these movies for a nice price, because it does get pricey. You're paying for quality, though. Japanese animation is so much better than most of the crappy animation that people watch, especially Americanized animation, which is absolutely horrible. And I'm not going to name a few shows because I know a lot of people like them and whatever, but I don't like them at all. To me, it was always Japanese animation. They're just amazing at what they do. So I got that. I got Evangelion 3.33. It's the third Evangelion movie. I still have not seen this one, so I'm very happy I found it. What's funny is I was going to buy this at Cinema One here in White Oaks Mall, but they were asking for $40-something for this. I got it for $3.99, and you know, whoever had it just sent it in. It's mint condition, no scratch on the CD whatsoever. So I'm very excited to watch that. I'm gonna watch that tomorrow. Next up, I got Jackie Chan's First Strike. What's funny is I don't remember this movie. I'm sure that I've seen it because I'm a huge Jackie Chan fan. But you know, reading the back here and seeing the photos, I can't quite remember. So I'm very excited to watch this one. Like I said, I love Jackie Chan and action movies in general, especially martial arts. So I got that to watch. Next up, I picked up one of my favorite horror movies of all time, The Shining. Now, this movie is still spooky as hell. I absolutely love this movie. And it's funny because I can watch this over and over again, and it still creeps me out. Jack Nicholson plays such an amazing psychopath that, you know, you really, never get tired of watching this movie. It's timeless, I think. And I'm very happy that I finally have a copy of it myself. My brother has the Blu-ray copy, but I didn't have a copy for myself, so I found this one for $3, and you know, I couldn't resist, so I got it for $3. Next up is a movie that I haven't seen since I was a young kid, and I've been looking for it because it's been hard to find, and it's a family movie. It's called Dunson Checks In. Now, I have so many classic movies that have the trailer for this in it, and every time I see those movies, I would always be like, I want to see this movie, but I can never find it. So I picked this up at Valley Village for $3.99, and it's so good. I love Valley Village. I love finding movies at Valley Village because they have such a huge selection of them. It's literally the best place to go if you want to look for movies or, you know, box sets and stuff. So I picked that up. Very happy. I still haven't seen it, and you know, it's one of those things that I'll finally see it tomorrow. Next up, there was actually a couple of straight-to-DVD RoboCop movies, and you know, I love RoboCop, especially the original trilogy. Of course, the third one is not the greatest. Part 2 is still my favorite, I think. Part 1 and Part 2 are still my favorites. But I picked this one up. It's RoboCop Meltdown. I know nothing of this movie. Like I said, it's a full movie. It's 90 minutes. And, you know, it might not be as highly, you know, good, I should say, as the other ones. You know, the CGI may not be the greatest. It may have not have the most money to make them. This movie was done, like I said, for straight to DVD, and I found two of them, which was cool because I got Meltdown. I also got Resurrection. So it's very cool. I got to see which one goes first because I don't know which one goes first. I want to make sure I watch them in order. But very happy because, like I said, I love RoboCop. RoboCop was one of those movies, and you know, there's a cartoon series of RoboCop 2 that I really love that I need to find. But I'm so happy I got that. Next up is a video game movie, and it is Dead Rising Endgame. Now, you guys know the Dead Rising games from Capcom. They're highly loved by many people, and this movie is amazing. This is the second movie of the Dead Rising series. It's probably one of my favorite zombie movies. They really put a lot of love in this movie. It's actually done very seriously. Looks like they had a very good budget. I watched this one yesterday and I absolutely loved it. But yeah, this movie is really cool. It has a lot of cool actors that I love. Has Octavia from the 100. I can't remember what her actual name is, but if you guys watch the 100, she's in this movie, so it's really cool. But yeah, really love this movie. I love video game movies in general. They're just awesome. Next up, I got my favorite movie of the year on a limited edition Blu-ray collector's edition steelbook that Best Buy provides, and it is Alita Battle Angel. Now, I love steelbook cases. Best Buy is the only place that carries them here in Canada, so I'm very happy I got it because Alita, like I said, is my favorite movie of the year. Nothing has come close to beating Alita for me, and I had to get this. And one thing I love about the box is like her hand is so cool. I like the black. I love how the details and such, and it's embossed, so it's pretty cool. And you know, it's comes with the 3D copy, comes with the 4K Ultra, comes with Blu-ray and a digital download code. So I got that so I can watch. Next up, I got the next installment of the DC Extended Universe, which you guys know I'm a huge DC fan. Love the DC Universe, and it is Shazam on Steelbook. Now, of course, it's another Best Buy exclusive. I pre-ordered these guys right away because they fly off the shelf, so I make sure that I'm able to have one. I have every DC movie in Steelbook, and that's the way I want to do. I want to get the whole collection in Steelbook, so I'm very happy I got Shazam. One of the best movies ever. I love it so much, and I'm very happy that I picked that up. Next up, we're going to talk about the games. I got some awesome new games this week, and one last week, one this week, and one is Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII. I think I said that right. If I didn't, you know, I'm sorry. This is another sequel to Final Fantasy VII, which you guys know Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game of all time of the Final Fantasy series. And I'm very happy I picked this up because it's one of those rare games that I have in my collection for Final Fantasy VII. I have Crisis Core, I have my Final Fantasy VII copy, and I have the movies on Blu-ray and DVD, and a couple of awesome like collectibles. And yeah, I don't know anything about this game. I know it's very different from all the other Final Fantasy games. Sadly, I won't be able to play it because I don't own a PS2. I don't think I'll ever buy another PlayStation system again. I just wanted to make sure I had it for my collection. So I got that. And I also picked up a Final Fantasy Crystal Chronos for the GameCube. Now, this is being remade for the Switch. I'll probably buy it because, you know, I love the game. And if, you know, you're a serious buyer like I am, you're going to have to buy import, usually from PlayAsia, because for North America, they're just releasing it as a digital download, and I don't want to waste my money on digital, so I'm going to make sure I pick up a physical copy from PlayAsia. But I'm so happy I got this for the GameCube. I used to own it, and I don't know what happened, so I got that. Very happy I got that. Next up, I also, saving my thing for my pick of the week for the end. I also picked up the strategy guide for Dirge of Cerberus. Now, you guys know I'm a huge fan of strategy guides. I am currently looking for Final Fantasy VII strategy guide, which is becoming so freaking hard. But very happy I had this. And, you know, besides this little scratch here on the front, this was actually kept really, really good condition. And I love it for the artwork. I don't really use the strategy guide because I need it to go through a game. I just love to have an item that I can flip through and see the artwork and, you know, the detail of something I might have missed, or, you know, information about the game or the creators. I just think having strategy guides are just such a really cool thing to own. So I found that. Next up, this is the Holy Grail that I got from this week. And I say Holy Grail because I'm still waiting for Best Buy to send me my other copy of it. It was supposed to ship out Friday. For some reason, I'm still waiting for it. But I was lucky because I pre-ordered at EB Games. And you guys might know what it is because everyone's talking about it. It is the game of the year. It is the game I care about the most, and it is Fire Emblem Three Houses for the Switch. Now, if you pre-ordered at EB Games, you got a cool poster, of course, of the castle, and then on the backside, you have the map of the game, which is really cool. But, I'm going to display this because I love castles. I am Portuguese, so anything castle related is the best. But I received my copy at EB. I pre-ordered 2 copies. One because I want to keep closed because these are going to be worth a fortune, and one to open. And that is the Final Fantasy Three Houses Seasons of Warfare Edition. These are coming hard to find. Like I said, any Fire Emblem game is worth a fortune if you're a collector. And as you can see behind, you can't see because it's out of the picture, but on my top shelf of my top favorite games, or most rare games I have a bunch of sealed copies of every Fire Emblem game, starting from my 3DS. I didn't get into Fire Emblem until I had my 3DS, and I picked up the first game, and I fell in love with it, and I continued the line. My favorite, of course, is I have Final Fantasy on the brain. Is Fire Emblem Fates, which is my favorite, and I have the 2-pack, still sealed, mint condition, in a hard protector case. But this is the game I've waited all year for. I finally have it. The only trouble is I can't play it because I don't want to open this one until Best Buy sends me my other copy. And the reason why I want this is because it comes with the game in the steelbook case. Comes with the art book, it comes with the soundtrack, and it comes with the 2020 calendar, which, the calendar is nothing I really care about. I'm more into it because I want the steelbook case, and I want to look at the art book, because, like I said, Fire Emblem is my favorite game. I was going to do an unboxing for you guys, but until I get that one, I won't be doing any unboxing. So, hopefully, I'll get it on Tuesday like Best Buy tells me it will. And I'll do a video for you guys of an unboxing. But that, guys, is all I have for this week. I want to thank you guys for staying with me. Thank you for watching these videos. Let me know down in the comments if you pre-ordered Fire Emblem Collector's Edition from Best Buy and haven't received their copy yet. Like I said, it kind of infuriates me, but I'm very happy I pre-ordered it at EB Games too, just in case. If I don't get my other copy, what I'm going to do is keep this one sealed and just buy a regular copy so I can open, because this, like I said, is going to be worth a fortune soon. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and tune in for next week's awesome haul video. Take care, guys.